fire, and water. That's all you ask for, messenger.
Yes. A sign of your submission to King Charles III.
Well, you see, those Scousers have already turned you down. Those boy lovers in London have already told you to get to earth, fire, and water. I think you better get fucked, mate.
Young Communist League, Peace, Jobs and Socialism, introducing the Sexuality Summer School coming up this month. Various screenings, discussions, Organs of War, The Castrato as Culture Ghost, Sissy TV, Up Against Nature, and Libro Levi Bridgerman with Private View. Sexuality Summer School, because you need to be taught by left-wing intellectuals when is the right time to castrate yourself and sterilize yourself. River Irwell, it's well, and the dog walkers, the French bulldog enthusiasts, the people walking their babies in the pram have no idea that these giant leaves here are none other than the dangerous giant hogweed. And the fluids in these leaves and in the plants, in the stalks, when disturbed, will squirt a fluid onto your skin, which prevents your skin from having any defense against UV light. So even on a cloudy day like today, you will blister up and suffer extreme burns. Real life-changing shit. So, yeah, come and enjoy the giant hogweed plants here by the River Irwell. Okay, we're at the Lowry Hotel, where there seems to be a Mercedes van conference. The piece of paper says Doosan. V1, V2, V10. Doosan, D-O-O-S-A-N. Not a van, but a Merc. Doosan MB1, and look at this Lexus. You ever seen a Lexus like this? Look at the snout on this one. That's a big hooter on this one. Again, Doosan. Now I like some random unenforceable, not allowed signs. No smoking area. With a little dead white guy, just so you know what smoking does to you. So Ripper has graffitied the shutter at Hancock's. Thank you. And another graffiti artist didn't like him, so he's a muppet. Floating demon heads in the window. Armed police Skoda on Tib Lane. Okay, the good news, we're allowed we're allowed to cross. We did it. Still green. Thank God they've got this pedestrian thing here. It's a blessing, really. Tomato ketchup, not blood. I hate to be the one to say it, but Envirolution Festival coming up later this month in Platfields Park here in Manchester. It looks really shit. And I just had a self-chuckle to myself, remembering the time in 2004 when my friend Oliver Price got me free tickets for Glastonbury. And we got in, and by the first night, my entire vision had turned chrome. Some weird shaman from Cornwall had given us some strange seeds to chew on. And not only was the world chrome, I probably had the strongest psilocybin style experience of my life. I remember trying to drive a tractor that was left in the backstage at Glastonbury, but Going to learn about which bin to put your plastic bottle in, that sounds more fun. Stereotype number 762, the Chinese love a gamble. Absolutely degenerate. Strangest shade of Porsche I've ever seen. I guess this one is for all the people who are suffering a lot out there. There's a lot of suffering, and I don't just know this because I watch the news. I know this because I interact with a lot of people, and a lot of my viewers write to me personal, sometimes very lengthy emails of despair and it's very bleak outlooks. And as I said recently in a video, I think I was at Manchester Victoria for the 2 Travel Safe officers. I opened that video dedicating it to the fathers who have not seen their children for a long time, saying that good days will come again. Be patient, make sure your children know that you love them, and you will see them again, because people shouldn't be suffering alone, and sometimes all it takes is a little bit of encouragement. So let's all be there for one another, let's all support one another, and let's all remind each other that life can be glorious and that there are some good people out there. And you know, personally for me, you know, you might not know too much about my personal circumstances, but my family is spread all around the world. People are getting very old. There's a lot of separation. There's a lot of, you know, unresolved sores still festering, which I hope people come together and figure out before it's too late. And there is going to be a time where it will be too late. So for your family matters, I recommend you don't leave it till tomorrow, because tomorrow doesn't exist. There is just this awfully existentially brutal, never-ending now, which goes on forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. But in all seriousness, it's a bleak day today. It's bleak, it's dark and rainy. I went to the city centre to get some photons for you guys and gals. And there's just a lot of despair, you know, and there weren't any crackies acting up. There was a lot of despairing homeless people who, unfortunately, they're unable to rationalize that sitting there committing slow suicide is not, you know, maybe we're all here in the West, you know, in the kind of Star Wars monomyth hero's journey culture, and I point the finger at myself first of all. You know, when we fall into a rut, we wait for the Morpheus or the Obi-Wan Kenobi to come and tell us that we are special, that it's going to be okay, and to take us on this big journey, and it's like, wow. But I'm here to remind you all, and to remind we're not special. The universe doesn't care about our feelings. All we have is the indomitable human spirit against the cold, calculating universe. And that fire exists inside every single person. And you can reignite it. You think it's gone out, you just need to turn the gas up a little bit. You might be down to your little pilot flame, tiny little pilot flame above your flamethrower, but you need to step on the gas, you need to turn on the gas. And, you know, remember what I said yesterday, we're all just apes, rustling bushes. We're all just apes rustling bushes in the jungle, hoping for attention and hoping that this particular rustle will be the final rustle that we need to do. But it just goes on and on and on. Life goes on and on and on. So, as you know, I intro this saying, you know, as we said yesterday in the video, nobody knows anything. There is feelings, and there is power, and the will to kind of control, and to be a control freak, and to have things go your own way because you're scared. You can't trust the universe. You can't let things play out. You can't let it be, like the Beatles advised.
And, you know, it's crazy how we slot into our little position in the big machine. Right? We accept our little cog positions. And so someone in uniform, or, you know, the government, or even your parents, or whoever, your alleged friend who's controlling you, whatever, you know, people make demands. And instead of stopping and going, hold on a second, what's going on here? We answer those demands without thinking. We you know, I see so many people, and also on YouTube, my favorite platform. There's so much inspiration, but also so much evidence of abuse, you know. And there is a whole industry of videos, and I hope I'm included in this one, where it's about teaching ourselves and teaching each other to not go with the demands that are made on you, when these are just hairless apes like everyone else, rustling one particular bush in the jungle or another. And I'll give you a specific example. I see so many videos where someone in authority will ask a question, and then the person will, because they're caught off guard, they'll just answer it. This is why. And you need to stop and go, what's happening here? Why is this hairless ape? Or in my case, you know, I've got a very hairy back, like a big gorilla. Can't wait to get older, so I'm a silverback gorilla. This has taken a very simian turn, a very monkeyish turn. But it's really, you know, what else can I say? Hold on, be patient, things will get better. And if they're not getting better, you have to radically change your life. Because if you're going month to month, year to year, and you're unhappy, what's the point? Now, I appreciate many of you are doing massive sacrifices for a family member, for a concept, for something. You're sacrificing for something very important, and that doesn't always tie in with happiness, with joy. Whee, joy. But I'm sure there's peace in your sacrifice. But don't suffer unnecessarily. Don't martyr yourself. Don't be like that cult in Catholicism where they whip themselves. Self-flagellation. Don't self-flagellate. Opus Dei, the work of God, I think, or the something. But you need to have some meaning in your life that isn't just doing what other people tell you to do. That isn't just going to work every day. That isn't just you know, you can't be the fall guy or the fall girl for people. And I see a lot of people who are bullied and beaten down, and they are the kind of fall guy in their social group or what have you. And I spent today, because I commuted back, about an hour and a bit on the more emotional, inspirational, motivational side of TikTok. And my opinion of that website or that app, that application, has changed. You know, like TikTok is like, oh, it's the devil, and look how it's ruining the West, and look what it's doing to young men and young women. But I, in an hour and a bit, saw more inspiration and motivation than I think I've consumed on YouTube for the last 6 months. That's just in an hour because of the way the algorithm works. Once you start liking and watching, this is not an advert for TikTok. Once you start liking, it'll feed back to you. It's like the mirror. TikTok can be the mirror, but so is YouTube, my favorite platform. TikTok, I got banned a while ago. I posted a new video today, which is the Metropolitan Police shooting 2 pit bull dogs dead that mauled a woman, and my first video on TikTok got banned again. So my experience with TikTok is that I am way too spicy for TikTok. Keep getting banned, and I don't know what value YouTube sees in me, but my experience with YouTube, and I know many of my friends, in fact, Edward Dutton, I was just on his show last week, many of my friends have been demonetized, permanently banned off YouTube. Old friend of mine, acquaintance, guy I used to do podcasts with, Stefan Molyneux, completely banned off YouTube many years ago. My old my old Texan bro Alex Jones. We fell out. He got banned off everything, but that's okay. But my experience is, for some reason, I'm tolerated, and there's, I don't know how many videos I got, 1,500 videos, 2,000 videos. I'm going to continue, and at least after I'm dead and gone, my children and my grandchildren will have this resource where they can see what I did day to day and go back. And I don't know if I'm proud of how I present myself on the screen, but when all's said and done, when I'm gone, when I'm dust, there will be this record of what I tried to do anyway, and whether I made it or failed, I'll leave that to my children to decide. So thank you for watching. This is Charlie Beach.